Hi, and welcome to The Dish. I'm Maureen Riley.
And I'm Stephanie Winarski. And first on our agenda for tonight is Jodie Sweetin is releasing her memoir in the upcoming weeks called Unsweetened. But the bigger question is, who is Jodie Sweetin? Well, as many people might know, she is Stephanie Tanner from Full House, made famous for the saying, "How rude." But the most important thing about her memoir is that Stephanie Tanner was actually a big meth and coke addict. And her novel is her struggle about how she got clean, but it goes through a lot of her time spent when she used to speak actually for the Just Say No program, which is obviously a program that promotes not using drugs. And then she used to take that money that she received for speaking to fuel her meth and coke problem. So it's going to be a pretty sad book, but it should be an interesting read, and I'm excited to check it out. But the bigger question, I suppose, is what was in the water on the Full House set? Because I almost feel like no one from that show turned out all right. I mean, you've got Jodie Sweetin with her meth problem. We've got the Olsen twins with their variety of issues. I mean, Mary-Kate and Ashley, you guys, I don't know. Then we have Bob Saget, Danny Tanner. You know, he's just kind of a jerk. And Dave Coulier broke up with Alanis Morissette. So really, no one turned out all right.
Except for DJ. She's fine. Yeah.
Candace Cameron, you did well for yourself. Way to go.
Another fun fact, Stephanie was actually named after Stephanie Tanner. It's true.
It's true.
Okay, moving on. Next we're going to talk about the celebrity crime spree. Over the past year, Paris Hilton, Lindsay Lohan, the Hills, Adriana Patridge, and Orlando Bloom have all been victims of a string of robberies in the Hollywood area. Paris Hilton lost $2 million worth of jewelry and clothes. Lindsay Lohan lost $128,000 worth of designer clothes. And Orlando Bloom lost $500,000 worth of jewels and art. The investigation to find the perpetrator led LAPD to a group of teenagers from the Indian Hills High School, a reform school for wealthy teens in the Calabasas area. The ringleader, 18-year-old Rachel Lee, was arrested in Las Vegas at the end of October, and items directly related to the burglaries were found in her home, including Lindsay Lohan's hat and some partially nude photos that were linked to Paris Hilton. She has since been released with a $50,000 bail. But the most interesting and disturbing thing about the burglaries is that the teens claim that they were able to find out where the stars lived, what their houses looked like, and even the schedules of when they would and would not be home on the internet. So they were able to form their whole plans based on stuff they just found online. It looks like these rich kids were just bored and looking for a thrill.
That's, I think, when you have too much money, you know, when you're just robbing people for fun and excitement. I guess the joys of being rich, huh? But more importantly, and what I would argue is the biggest news story of the week, is the fact that Joe Jonas cut his hair. Oh, look at this. I don't know if you at home can see this, but Joe Jonas, you know, who's had more hairstyles in his, 3 years of being famous than I've had in my lifetime, recently cut off his hair. He's shorting a short little do. Looks like he's got a little fake mohawk going on. I kind of miss the long hair. I don't know, but thoughts, Maureen? Do you like this?
I don't know. It looks like to me he's trying to look like Zac Efron a little bit.
Oh, I kind of see it.
I guess it's like a Disney thing?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Well, he looks good, so. And this is clearly the most important thing. I mean, girls across the country were just going, OMJ, he cut his hair! Freak out.
All right, well, speaking of girls going crazy, for all the Twilight lovers out there, Summit Entertainment has announced a New Moon 15-city mall tour coming starting November. The tour will feature a question and answer session with the stars and a concert with some bands from the soundtrack. The tour is coming to the Boston area at the Natick Collection in Natick on November 9th. And the movie will be in theaters on November 20th.
Oh, I'm actually surprised they're going to do a mall tour again with the whole hassle that happened last year. Remember in San Francisco when they actually canceled Rob Pattinson's appearance because there was crazy fangirls outside that were refusing to cooperate with police, refusing to cooperate with the owners, and finally they're just like, sorry, we can't bring Rob out. It's too dangerous for him. So. But anyways, I'll be skipping class to go see Rob Pattinson at Natick.
Yeah, you got to give him credit for really putting his life on the line for the fans, huh?
I know, he's an upstanding citizen. Well, that's it for this week, so let's take it back to desk with Maggie and Brian. And until next time, BC, you've just been served the dish.